Hello, beautiful people. This is Cindy Pressgrace with Cindy's Realty Group. And remember that video, that one that I had talked previously about what's going on in the market? All right, so now this is the second part because I didn't want to make that first video that long. So let's talk about part 2 on housing experts say this isn't a bubble. Is this a bubble? Are you waiting to actually buy your house? Are you concerned? Tell me what is in your mind because I want to know. I want to be able to actually guide you in the right direction. And if you have any concerns that this is going to crash, let me prove you wrong. Keep this in mind. I have all my information come from credible sources. So with so much talk about the economic slowdown, yes, a lot of people are concerned. Houses are still on the market. Houses are being 45, 60 days on the market. Some people are asking if the housing market is heading for a crash like the one in 2008. And if you follow my first video before I talked about this one, then to really understand what's happening with real estate today, it's important to lean on experts and reliable information. People, if someone's telling you the market's gonna crash or just wait till everything goes to bottom dirt, it's not gonna happen. You're actually increasing your payments. It's gonna cost you much more to wait, meaning it's gonna become more expensive. Keep in mind, the values on the houses are increasing every day. By the end of this year, we're looking at probably 10%. There's other sources, and I can actually do a video about this later on, but there's other sources that say they're gonna increase to 2.4%. I don't really trust that one, but I would say we're looking at a 9% realistically. So don't be concerned that your house is not gonna lose value. And keep in mind, if we look historically on what has actually gained more equity has been real estate. Real estate is the number one investment that it actually helps you build wealth and capital. Meaning capital how? Because when you have equity in your house, that is some type of capital. But we can get that into another thing. Okay, what is really going on here? So today is nothing like 2008, and the 2008 housing crash is still fresh in home buyers and sellers' minds because some of them lost thousands of dollars. Some of them even had to bring money onto the table, and it was like, oh gosh, I don't want this to happen again. And I understand you're very, very worried about this, but this is not 2008, people. Trust me, it's not. I don't have a crystal ball, but this is not the direction that we're going towards. This is totally different, and it's not compared to 2008 completely. But in today's market is different. So, and this is Odetta Kushi, Deputy Chief Economics at First American, says this is not the same market of 2008. It's no secret the housing market played a central role in the Great Recession, but this market is just fundamentally different in so many ways. So I want you to be confident because I am confident that this market is not like 2008. And yes, like I said in my previous videos, and I keep on saying, I did buy a house in 2008. Oh. Okay, a phone call just came in and I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. But there's no way I'm going to edit that. So okay, my bad. Okay, so Nadia Campisi, advisor staff for Forbes, explains how today's lending standards are different than those during the lead up to the housing market crash. So now let's go ahead and compare about all this and talk. And like I said, I want you guys to compare. I want you guys to comment, subscribe, and follow me for more information because I want to tackle any question that you have, any concern that you have, any fear that you have. Comment below and I will go ahead and answer it with a video. Keep that in mind. I will do that. So among the differences between today's housing market and that of 2008 housing crash is that lending standards are tighter due to lessons learned and new regulations enacted after that last crisis. So essentially that means those approved for a mortgage nowadays are less likely to default than those who were approved in the pre-crisis lending period. Okay, in 2008, anybody could have gotten a loan, meaning Joe Schmo from the street, anybody. Uncle Albert, one that didn't have a job, one that didn't file taxes, anybody. So can you imagine today buying a house? Huh. I'm like, oh my gosh, here's my DNA. Do you need my hair sample? Okay, I bought a house a few months ago. And this is me buying a house solo, okay? Solo, by myself. I'm a big girl. They asked me and questioned me everything. Every single account I had, even cryptocurrency, even money that I had in shares, stocks, everything. I had to go ahead and show every single little thing. They asked me for my divorce decree. They asked me for my parental, the child support thing right now. I can't remember what it's called. Every single little thing to actually help me see where my income was coming, how stable my income it is. And so all of this stuff coming in, and it was pretty, I mean, it was very, very stressful. And, you know, and this thing is, we're not kidding. They're not messing around. They don't want you to default in anything at all. So essentially that means, so now do you understand 2008 and 2000, what's going on right now, 2022? No, right? So another reason today's housing market is nothing like 2008 is so that the number of people looking to buy a home still outweighs the supply of homes for sale. As Realtor.com says, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys so many things that there's so many differences. There are so many differences. Okay, sorry about that. I know we're talking about what's going on in the market and all that, and I just had an unexpected visitor. But let me go ahead and finish this video, and then we'll talk about that later. All right, so another reason, like I said, there's like, this is not 2008, people. Get that through your head. This is not going to be a market crash or anything. Another reason that today's housing market is nothing like 2008 is that the number of people looking to buy homes still outweighs the supplies of homes for sale, as Realtor.com notes. So like I said, 2008, we had an oversupply of inventory. Now we lack that inventory. So we have so much buyers, but there's no inventory. Now, take that opportunity instead of waiting for saying, hey, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the market to crash. It's not going to crash. Take advantage of that today. Make sure that you get the house that you want, and then just play with the interest rates. Interest rates always come up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like a roller coaster. It's an emotional process. Let's put it that way. Emotional roller coaster. So experts don't believe that the market is in a bubble or crash in the cards. So like I'm saying, like the Great Recession, this is nothing like the Great Recession, people. The nation is still suffering from a housing shortage that has reached crisis proportions at a time when many millennials are reaching the age when they start to consider home ownership. That's likely to keep prices high. Experts say the housing market isn't a bubble and we're not heading for a crash. Let's connect. And this is what I'm telling you guys. If you know that, if you're concerned about this, get with a reliable realtor. One that's going to educate you and answer all your questions, because that's really, really important. Because if not, then you're going to be lost. You're going to be concerned and you're going to be in fear. And that's what we want to tackle on, or that's what I want to tackle, educating you guys that this is not 2008. So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, please subscribe, follow me for more, and comment and share this video. And this is Cindy Pressgraves with Cindy's Realty Group with eXp. Have a beautiful day.